So, guys, this is my review for Hajime no Ippo Season 2, Episode 18. With that, guys, let's dive right into this review of this episode. So, the title of this episode is called Extreme Weight Management. And, of course, when I read that, I'm like, yeah, there has to be a reason why it's called that. And, of course, just like in Episode 17, we were centered around Takamura and his family. Now, it's centered around Taka's weight regimen, where he has to lose all of this weight to prepare for the fight against Hawk in the championship fight. And I believe that per this weight is going to have a major effect on his fight, period. Just because, he's losing it very fast. He literally, guys, like this is I feel like this is definitely a bad thing. I feel like you shouldn't need to lose this weight this quickly. But I know for a fact there are people out there, I know for a fact that actors, like in movies, they do this to their bodies. Sometimes they gain more weight for a specific role, they lose weight. So per Taka, he has to lose it very fast. 3-4 episodes ago, they've talked about this at the end of one of the episodes, where it's just like, he had a fight coming up, and then he literally a couple of months later, he has this championship fight against Hawk, and they just knew that, they realized that, Taka needs to meet this weight, this specific weight, at a very short time. So he's basically figuring that he uses those like mushroom type things, to suck on them and stuff like that to help him lose this weight. But it's such a grueling task, and I just sit back and I'm just like, Taka's mental is being affected on top of his weight. Again, I think I talked about this. The mind, when your mind is not fully functioning appropriately, it's going to affect everything else. It's going to have such a not a positive effect, but a negative effect. So with that, I believe going to this fight, that once the championship fight starts, what I believe is probably going to start in episode 19, that once he gets to the ring with Hawk, he's more than likely going to struggle the first few rounds of the fight. I believe he's probably gonna win the fight, but it's just gonna be a struggle for him for most of it. So seeing Taka have to like literally like fast and whatever else that he's doing, and but that's the thing. Like in the midst of all of that, he has Ippo and them coming with more of the mushroom stuff to kind of help. We see he has he's reminiscing on the time that he spent with them. He's really grateful and humbled at the fact that he's on this journey and he has them in his corner. He wouldn't change that. He wouldn't take that and remove that from his life. But then we also see the conversation between him and Chief, where Chief feels bad because Chief realizes that he says it. He's like, Taka is like a perfect specimen. Like he doesn't really lack much when it's pertaining to his style of boxing. Like he was saying like he should have been a champion even sooner than that. And Taka's like, look, you don't have to bow to me. You don't have to look at me that way. I really like that conversation that they were having, because it's just like, I understand both sides. Like I understand Chief, like he feels like Taka could have probably met his potential a little bit earlier, but I guess maybe he was being a little bit lenient on Taka, just because he is one of his better fighters in his gym. So if it was somebody else, he probably more than likely would have kicked him to the curb, or just kind of just had him be on the side or something like that. So we know that per what him and Taka have this relationship, that I get. And then like I said, I get Taka's perspective. It's like, dude, you don't have to bow to me. You don't have to think that you're lower. You're how you're viewing the situation is a bad thing. Like it like he was telling, like it was just meant to be. Like he's saying, like, look, I'm gonna give you a championship. If I'm gonna move in the weight classes to get these belts, and the first one's gonna be this specific title. I got you. Like this. I mean, you're my homie. You're my chief. Blah blah blah. Like I really enjoyed that scene, guys, between those two. But just to see Taka really go through this, it sucks, because again, he has so much pressure on him to get to meet this weight in such a short time. He basically, I feel like he would need an extra 2 months to 3 to 4 months to be able to actually meet that weight. And it's just really hard to watch him go through this. But again, he wants to win this title. So he's going to do whatever it takes to lose his weight, to meet the weight so that he can get to the championship fight and get ready to prepare to fight Hawk. So I really enjoyed season 2, episode 18 for today, guys. Such a great couple of episodes today that I really enjoyed, 17 and 18 today from season 2. But with that, leave some comments in the comment section below. What did y'all think of season 2, episode 18? When you first saw that and watched it for the first time, let me know your thoughts, your initial reactions, and I will hopefully talk to you all next time with my reactions to episodes 19 and 20 of season 2 to come. Peace, guys.